Well, Chloe's experience with her medical condition, she was ill for a number of years before she was diagnosed. And when she finally was diagnosed, she was age 8 and weighed 38 pounds.
When I started to get sick, I would throw up, I would eat, I would throw up. I stopped even liking food. So the doctors all said, oh, it's an eating disorder. Just get over it, basically. And then finally one doctor admitted me to the hospital, and she ordered an MRI, which showed the brain tumor.
The diagnosis was a brain tumor in a terrible location, the brainstem, which operates your breathing, your heart rate, your appetite zone, blood pressure.
So that was, surgery.
And she had surgery for them to know what type of brain tumor that was. It was not cancer, but that was the only thing in her favor.
It was a hard recovery. I had headaches, like the worst headaches ever, every day. It never stopped. And I was constantly sick, like before, but worse. And finally that just came to an end, which I was glad. Like that was the worst experience ever. But then it got worse.
18 months later, the tumor grew back and surprised us to the core.
And all those feelings came back with it. And suddenly, I was scared. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go through that again.
She went into a surgery, and I just remember the surgeon saying, if she wakes up. And as a mother, I changed that word from if to when. And this kiddo woke up 40 minutes later, but she was locked in a body that could not move.
I had tubes coming out of every orifice. And I don't know, for a minute, I didn't feel anything. I was just numb. I wasn't in my body. I was watching myself from this other state, and that's probably why I got through it, because it wasn't me going through it, it was just some girl.
Wow, the recovery process was 4 months in the hospital, first of all, and I have to give a lot of credit to her mother, because she slept on a windowsill the whole time.
She could not breathe on her own. She could not open her eyes. She could barely move her fingers and toes. She was essentially locked in her body with a complete mind and her personality intact. And that's what they call locked in. She was a quadriplegic.
She was fighting the whole way. And the main thing I remember is that one day I had to go away, and I was going to church, and I just looked at her and I said, promise me you're going to be here when I get back. And she made that promise to me, and she's kept it.
I wasn't supposed to wake up, and sometimes I wished I hadn't. But after a while it started to get better. Make-A-Wish came and they told me all the possibilities that I had. And then they granted my wish, and I knew that I could. I hadn't believed that before, but there was something more that it was possible for me. So, yeah.
Because I thought Make-A-Wish meant they thought she was not going to make it. Then I was educated that Make-A-Wish actually is for, illnesses that are life-threatening, and it gave us some hope. And what Make-A-Wish Vermont did for us was put our nightmare on pause and bring us into 4 days of actual bliss, where we were taken away from anything medical, nothing to think about, no appointments, and that was just crazy good.
Chloe's wish was from the beginning to meet President Barack Obama. So we went to Washington, D.C., met with President Obama for about 25 minutes in the Oval Office. An amazing experience.
The ripple effect from the donors and the givers is a lifetime. of memories and moments that were not going to happen in our family. There's families that go through this that don't take vacations, and this was part of her wish. Let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere new. It, I think for us, was a start over. The four of us just felt so excited and giddy, and it was priceless. We're just so grateful for the wish, forever. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it may just seem like a lot of cash that you're just giving away, but it's more than just cash or, you know, a donation. It changes people's lives, and it gives them a new outlook. Like, it brought someone who's hopeless to hope, which I didn't think was possible, so thank you.